Okay, let's just get right into it. Have you ever felt like this whole AI revolution is happening and you're kind of being left on the sidelines? Well, what if I told you the real key to unlocking wealth in this new age has nothing to do with complex code, it's all about a specific way of thinking. Today, we're going to break down how to develop that AI millionaire mind, a framework that seriously can open up some incredible doors. Let's do this.
And boom, right there. That's the big idea for this whole explainer. It's not about being a coding genius. Not at all. Success right now, in the age of AI, it all comes down to your mindset. And once you really get that, it changes the entire game.
So this is the question, right? The one that's going to define the next chapter for all of us. A lot of people, and maybe you felt this too, they see AI as a threat, the big, scary job stealer. But the AI millionaire mind, it sees something totally different. It sees a partner, a powerful tool that's on your team working for you. So let's talk about how to make that switch in your head.
Yep, you heard that right. An advantage. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but if you don't have a deep tech background, you are not playing catch-up. In fact, you might just be starting from a position of incredible strength. So why is that? It's because this new world values people who can solve problems way more than people who can just build the tools.
See, the biggest money, the biggest opportunities, they're not in building the AI anymore. They're in using it skillfully to solve problems that real people and real businesses have. I love this analogy. Think of it like a race car. You don't need to be the mechanic who built the engine to win the race, right? You just need to be a damn good driver.
Okay, pay attention to this, because this is huge. We're seeing this massive economic shift. As AI starts to handle all the boring, repetitive stuff, what becomes more valuable? The stuff it can't do. Things like empathy, making a tough judgment call, and just knowing how to ask the right questions. These are what we call your premium human skills. They are literally the things that make you irreplaceable. All right, this is probably the single most important mental upgrade you can make. And look, it's completely normal to feel a little bit of fear or hesitation about all this. But the people who are going to win are the ones who, in that moment of fear, make a choice. They choose curiosity instead. That's the flip.
And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? The two roads you can go down. The fearful mind is always on the defensive, always worried about what am I going to lose. It avoids new stuff. And the result? Well, you become obsolete. But the curious mind, it's on offense. It's asking, what can I create? What can I build with this? It experiments, it plays, it learns. And that's how you become indispensable. It's that classic scarcity versus abundance thinking, and it makes all the difference.
So you hear this term prompt engineering thrown around, and it sounds super technical, right? Let's demystify it right now. It is not about code. It's about communication. That's it. If you can write a clear email explaining what you need, you have the base skill to guide an AI. It's basically a superpower built on something you already do every day, asking for what you want.
This right here, this isn't just some fluffy motivational quote. Think of it as a piece of software you could install in your brain. From now on, every single time your brain says, I can't figure this AI thing out, you consciously replace that thought with, okay, I'm in the process of learning how this works. See how that reframes everything? Every obstacle just becomes part of the learning curve. Okay, so we've worked on the mindset. That's the foundation. Now let's get practical. Let's talk about money. How do we actually turn this new way of thinking into real income and faster? Well, that's where the smart leverage formula comes in.
So what's with the 48 hours? It represents the insane power of leverage. Look, AI can't magically give you more hours in a day. We all get 24. But what it can do is double or triple or even 10x what you can get done in those same hours. Just imagine having an assistant that does all your grunt work, the research, the data crunching, while you get to focus on the big ideas, the creative stuff. That's how you basically squeeze 48 hours of work into a normal day.
And here's the formula itself. It's so simple it's almost beautiful, isn't it? It's not about going out and learning a million new things. It's about taking one skill, just one, that you already have, and then strapping a rocket to it with AI. That's the path. So let's break down how this works in the real world. Step 1. Pick a skill that people will actually pay for. Let's say copywriting. Step 2. Use AI to multiply your output. Instead of writing one article, now you can write 10. Step 3. You package that result. You don't just sell copywriting, you sell fast copywriting. You offer a 24-hour turnaround that your old-school competitors just can't touch.
All of a sudden, you're not selling hours anymore. You're selling speed and results.
Okay, enough theory. Let's talk action. Like right now. Here are 3 actual side hustles you could literally start today. The best part, they require $0 to get going. All you need is what we've been talking about, some time and a whole lot of curiosity.
First up, AI ghostwriting. Think about it. Every blog, every website, every business needs content. They're desperate for it. So you can use AI to do, let's say, 80% of the heavy lifting, the first draft. But then you come in and add that critical 20%, the human touch, the unique voice, the final polish. You can crank out high-quality stuff at a speed that was just science fiction a few years ago.
Idea number 2, and this one is a lifesaver for so many small businesses. You see it all the time, right? A great photo on Instagram with a totally boring or clunky caption. It's such a common problem. You could be the solution. Use an AI to spit out 20 amazing caption ideas and the perfect set of hashtags in like 5 minutes. For a small brand owner who's totally overwhelmed, that service is pure gold.
And number 3, this one has massive potential. We are all drowning in information, right? Reports, articles, studies. It's too much. Imagine your service is taking a super dense 50-page report and turning it into a 1-page, 5-bullet-point summary. Think about what you're selling. It's not just a summary. You're selling clarity. You're selling time. You're selling your client the ability to make a smart decision faster. That's incredibly valuable.
So starting a hustle, that's step 1. That gets you in the game. But turning that first bit of cash into real, lasting wealth, that's a whole different ballgame. That comes down to habits. So in this last section, let's talk about building a foundation that'll let you thrive for years to come. These 4 right here, this is your blueprint. Just 20 minutes of learning a day. That's it. That alone will keep you way ahead of 99% of people. Focus on one thing at a time so you don't get shiny object syndrome and quit. Track your progress, even the small wins, because that's what builds momentum. And the last one, oh man, it's the most important. Prioritize consistency over motivation. Motivation fades. Habits are forever. It's about building a system, not waiting for a lightning bolt of inspiration. And this just shows you how it all connects, the domino effect. Day 1, you just mess around with an AI image generator. It feels like nothing, right? Just a small thing. But 4 weeks later, you're getting pretty good at talking to the AI. 3 months in, you realize, hey, people would pay for this. And a year from now, you could be running your own little agency. See? Every huge success is just a chain reaction of tiny, consistent actions. You just have to trust the process.
Please, let this one sink in. Make it your mantra. The world doesn't pay for perfection, it pays for useful. It pays for solved problems. So stop waiting until you feel like an expert. That day never comes. Start being useful with what you know right now, today. Taking action is what builds confidence. It's not the other way around.
And that's really what it all boils down to. This whole AI revolution, it's not something you should be scared of. It's an invitation to get curious, to play, to build. The opportunities are absolutely massive, and they're open to anyone who decides to step up. So the only question left is the one right there in front of you. What is the one small thing you're going to do today? Your future self is counting on it.